Hi friends, it's Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. I hope you all had a wonderful start to 2025. This is our first meeting of the Pima County Board of Supervisors for the year. We started off the meeting by being sworn in, and so we were joined by our county recorder, our county attorney, county treasurer, sheriff, and then we all were sworn in, which was kind of nice. This is the first time that we've had an in-person swearing in, because if you think about it, we started during the middle of COVID. So my swearing in was, virtual. So that was really nice. And then one of the big items that we had was an executive session and then a vote to approve Administrator Lesher's contract. We voted to approve $330,000 as her annual compensation. Her new contract begins January 8th through January 7th, 2027, with the option to renew up to 2 additional 1-year extensions. And so I said publicly, and will continue to say, we are so very fortunate in Pima County to have someone as qualified as Administrator Lesher as our county administrator. She has experience in city government, in other municipalities, in state, federal government, running Homeland Security. I mean, there is nobody that has the qualifications that she does, and we're very fortunate to have her. And there was a little bit of hubbub about why didn't we attach the contract. The contract was a negotiation, so I think it's really would be a misrepresentation for us to put out a draft contract that is not the contract that we approved, because we were just negotiating, and that has been completed. There will be a completed item that will be posted and attached to that agenda item, which is on the addendum, and then I'm assuming the press will also get a copy of that as well. So it's not that we were doing anything sneaky. I just don't know any other CEO, city manager, anyone that puts their contract out there before it is negotiated on and completed. So that's the final execution of her contract, and thank you, and I'm really looking forward to continuing to work with Administrator Lesher. I moved Supervisor Scott to be chair next year, and that item passed 5-0. And then Supervisor Scott returned the favor and moved me to be vice chair, and that item was passed 5-0. So I continue to appreciate the support of my colleagues. This was Supervisor Allen's first meeting, and I thought it went great. Supervisor Hines participated remotely. We now vote on what boards we all want to participate in, and so I will be representing Pima County Board of Supervisors on the Pima Association of Governments, which is PAG, and the Regional Transportation Authority, which is RTA. I also will continue as a board member on Visit Tucson. We passed medical insurance, a slight increase for Pima County employees, unless you participate in the wellness program. And if you do, then it will be a reduction of about $4 per pay period, or if you have a family, about $10. So we have some really amazing benefits here in Pima County, and I was happy to support that, especially because there is an option if you are getting regular checkups, and if you're active, if you're a non-smoker, you get some amounts deducted from your contribution anyway. Desert Dove Apartments, there is GAP funding that was awarded. I want to thank Chris Ortega for being present and answering some really important questions about affordable housing and AMI, average median income, just helping our community to better, and some of my colleagues to better understand what the role is of affordable housing in our community and the desperate need that we have. This is actually a loan of $1 million and then a repayment over 30 years of $1.6 million. So it is an investment in our community and increasing the housing, and I believe there's 64 new units ranging from a 1-bedroom to 3-bedroom apartments right at Midvale near Valencia. Mission Garden received $100,000 for maintenance of a newly acquired property, and that is in D5, so I was happy to support that. And then we discussed impact fees. There was a hearing, and so we're not voting on that item until February 18th, but we currently don't collect impact fees for parks, and public safety. So I suggested we explore that and have some information brought back to the board on what that would look like. It's not that I'm trying to, I think that it's important for us to make investments in all of the different infrastructure needs that we have when we're adding new homes and new businesses, and the impact fees help offset some of that. And also we have a lot of the shared costs that will used to be costs that the state would cover are now coming back on Pima County. Last fiscal year it was 121 million. So I do think that in order for us to continue to offer the services, amazing services that we do here in Pima County, we have to balance out the income for that. Our next board meeting is going to be on Tuesday, January 21st. And then we have a couple of community events. One is the 4th Avenue cleanup. This will be at 4th Avenue Coalition, and they're doing a cleanup on Saturday, January 11th from 10 to 12, meeting at 311 East 7th Street. So I think that would be fun and really great. And a lot of us use 4th Avenue and frequent 4th Avenue to help beautification. That would be nice. And then we have a National Day of Racial Healing that is going to take place on Saturday, January 18th from 1 to 6 p.m. at the YWCA of Southern Arizona. It is a free event open to all ages. I encourage you to come by. I am a proud member of the YWCA board and will be at this event as well. And then before we talk on next time we meet on January 20th, we have the MLK Day. And so the Tucson MLK celebration is going to take place at Reed Park beginning at 10 a.m. And we'll have a commemorative march, and that will be right around the park. And so I think it'll be a lot safer for us to be able to bring young children and people that maybe can't walk as fast, just to be able to participate in a march. And I think that it would be really nice to see many of our community members there, and I will be there as well. So I want to thank you so much for your encouragement and support, and thank you for keeping up with Pima County politics. Stay safe, my friends.